to another episode. I'm solo for this episode. Craig is working for the next couple of days, so I am heading down to go for a little solo camping mission. Not quite solo because I've got little Yindi with me. This is her first ever camping mission, so that's exciting. But we're gonna head down, do a bit of beach camping. I'll be doing lots of chilling, hopefully catch some dinner, go for a dive. But yeah, it should be beautiful down there, so I am gonna take you along with us. Let's go. We're in the Troopy for this mission. We're heading to some soft sands. I'm gonna let the tires down and then start cruising down to our campsite. What a beast. Might give you guys a little Troopy tour at some point in the next couple of days as well. Show you the setup. I spent most of summer this year fitting her all out, so it's got a full camping setup inside, so I might give you guys a little run through of that once we get there. But yeah, just waiting for the tires and then we're gonna head on down. It's a little bit windy, but that's all right. Keeps the flies away. We're ready, let's go. Across Yardie Creek and then we'll be on our way. Just gone into a bush, but just driving down the road here and there's a beautiful little goanna. See if we can get a little look at him. I think he's just hidden. Where'd he go? Oh, there's like a little cave in the bushes there. I think he's in there. He was beautiful. This must be his little home. Little burrow here. All these little footprints. How cool is that? So beautiful. Hopefully you can see him with a zoom. We're almost there. We've got like another 2 minutes. Alright, we've arrived. Look at this. Doesn't get much better than that. Yindi's pretty stoked about it. Parked up right on the Ningaloo Reef. The sunset is going to be amazing. So beautiful. Gonna go for a bit of a walk up the sand dune. Get a better look. Let's go. Come on, Yindi. Look at all the tracks up here. Oh, a big parenti track there. Yindi. Oi. Crazy lady. Oh, workout for the calf muscles. Right. There's the Troopy. Not a bad backyard for the next couple of days. While the Troopy's nice and clean, I might give you a little walkthrough of the Troopy setup, I reckon. And then we'll cook some dinner. Have an early night, I reckon. Pretty knackered. But then tomorrow I'm hoping to go for a little spear somewhere out here, catch some dinner maybe. And then I reckon I'm gonna go drive a little bit further down the coast to a beach which is really good for treasure hunting. It's a beach where lots of things all wash in, so you can find all sorts of stuff down there. So I reckon that we'll go and have a look at that tomorrow. Get in the water at some point. But for now, we're gonna go and make some dinner. Aren't we, Mindy? Yeah. Alright, quick little run through of the Troopy. So here she is. It's a 1996 Troopy. Legendary 1HZ engine. It's an absolute weapon. But I bought it last Christmas Eve. Best Christmas present ever. And then I spent the summer before driving back up to Exmouth from Adelaide kitting it out. So it's pretty simple. This is the setup. So got 40 litre angle there. Not actually using that on this trip because I've got a bit of a battery problem at the moment. So I'm using an Esky. But I've got that there. I've got some baskets for storage all under there. Nice little bench top. Got cupboards, so all my dinner eating stuff is all in there, and then this is just for all random stuff. This lifts up here, this whole bench, that's where I put all my clothes and all that stuff. And then in here there's a compartment there for bedding, and then we've got the kitchen here, so that just pulls out like that. I've got a cooker in there, food all in there. I've got some little propane bottles that I use for that. I've got a table here, so that's what I chuck the cooker on. That just folds down. This bit, this just pulls off, and that's got all of my long sort of stuff in it, like spear guns and beach umbrellas and fins and all that sort of stuff. And then this couch converts into a bed, so I might show you that a little bit later after dinner once I set the bed up. But yeah, it's a king single bed, so plenty of room. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. She's pretty simple, but stoked. This is exactly what I wanted it for. So this is the first time that I've got to go camping, actually second time this year that I've got to go camping in the Troop. So pretty bloody stoked to be here. But yeah, that is the Troopy. If you have any questions about the setup or Troopy or anything like that, feel free to comment. But that's my baby. So I am gonna do a little dinner cook up. Craig and I went spearfishing yesterday, so I've actually got some coral trout to cook up, which I'm pretty excited about. So I think I'm just gonna make like a crumbed coral trout and have that with some broccolini. Just simple, delicious, quick, easy. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to go out for a little spear just off the beach here and hopefully be able to catch some dinner for tomorrow night. I've brought minimal food, so I'm really hoping that I can catch something, but if not, there should be enough coral trout, and Yindy's gonna love that too. Cheers! The fish is still a little frozen. I thought it would have been defrosted by now, but it's sitting out in the sun to hopefully defrost, so we'll see how that goes. Look at it. And I've checked the tide. High tide now. The tide's just starting to go out, so I know it's not going to get any closer than it is right now. So we are good right here on the beach. Yindy's loving life, majestically staring into the sun. What a little legend. Alright, let's cook some things. Got a fry pan. Everything's a little bit sandy from the last adventure we went on, which was camping on the glass bottom boat in Sea Panda. That's a previous episode, go watch it. Just here with all the grey nomads. Some old fellas fishing off the beach down there. Wonder if they're catching anything. I'm really hoping that I can get a fish tomorrow. You can only go for like emperors and perch and stuff down here. You're not allowed to shoot any wrasse or cod or anything like that. So coral trout, blue bone, parrotfish, all of that is out. So you're going for different things than usual, which is exciting. But the water in the lagoon has been really murky for the last week. So I don't know, it looks real murky near the beach, but it looks like it's clearer further out. So I do want to stay pretty close to shore though. Spearfishing on my own is not usually something I would do, but there's other people along the beach here, and I'm just going to go out in the shallows, see if I can get a spanker or something. If the viz is nice, and if not, whatever, just happy to be here. Alright, well, the fish is still very much frozen, so that was an oversight, but that's okay, we got time. Still some sun. I'm starving, but that's okay. Yindy's done a runner. Nah, she's back. She heard fish. We be waiting, but that's okay. It's a setup. Got my little table. Got my little cutting board. My plan for the fish is this guy, which is quite delicious. Maybe with a bit of all-purpose seasoning, and then just some sort of half-fried, half-steamed broccolini. Got some smoky chipotle. It's gonna be amazing. Woo! Can't wait. Yindy can't wait. Yindy is gonna get raw fish because that is her favourite. Sun's getting lower. I'm so keen to sleep tonight. But I'm also keen for dinner. So funny that we don't do this stuff more often. Like, we live in one of the most amazing holiday destinations in the world, and we forget that we can take ourselves on holiday here. These are the worst tongs ever. Get all the coating on there, sort of. Sure that they cook. Whew! Almost ready. Almost sunset. Perfect timing. Nailed it. All my lights that I have in here need batteries. The lights in the Troopy, and also I've got a head torch as well. And I needed to get batteries, bought them when I did my food shop, and then can't find them anywhere. I thought it would be really cool to go down with a head torch and see if we can spot anything cool in the shallows there once it gets dark, but can't find my batteries. But then my absolute legend of a dad, hi dad, gave me this set of tools before I left to always keep in my car, and in that set of tools is a torch with batteries, which are exactly what I need. So I'm going to use those batteries for the head torch, and then when it gets dark we can go down and have a little look and see if we can spot anything cool, or even up in the dunes as well. We'll just go for a walk, see what cool things are lurking around in the night. I'm excited. Thanks Dad, you bloody legend. What would I do without ya? Dinner is served. Got coral trout and broccolini for me. Vicky's and coral trout for Yindy. Gonna eat dinner and then turn the Troopy into bed mode. I'll show you how that works. And then sleep to the sounds of the ocean. Wow, look at that. So beautiful. Bye son, see you tomorrow. While we've still got a little bit of light, I'm going to show you guys how the bed setup works. So, got the L-shaped couch here. This guy is an extra bit of the floor, so this hallway comes out all the way. Brush all of the sand off that Yindy just put in there. Just accepted that we're having a nice sandy bed tonight. Shake that off, and then this slides back in on these little supports up there, like that. And then the backrest of the couch turns into the last bit of the mattress. Just like that. Easy peasy. Looks like this. There's a king single. Chuck the bedding on. Boom. Bed mode. Bit dark in there now, but I bloody love my setup. It's perfect for me. I'm so excited to sleep in there tonight. The coziest little bed ever. Alright, going for a little walk. Got the head torch on in the dunes, and so far the only thing we've spotted is millions of tiny spiders. Oh, you can see their little eyeballs all shining in the bushes. There's one just there. I don't like spiders. Oh dear. What do you reckon, Indy? Crazy creature. No sign of any creatures yet, just Yindies. Probably not quite dark enough. Still a little bit of light on the horizon. I reckon we might wait until it gets a little bit darker and then go and have a look. Not seen anything. I thought with all the parenti tracks and stuff around that we might be able to see some reptiles cruising around, but no luck. No luck on the reptiles or anything really. A couple big holes and millions of tiny spiders. So I think we're gonna head back to the Troopy. We might try again tomorrow. Maybe early in the morning. Go for a little walk then. See if we can spot anything. I'm feeling pretty knackered. Feeling like it's bedtime. So we're gonna head back to the troop, climb into bed. Alright, it's about 8 o'clock, but the sun is well and truly down now. So that means it's time for bed. That's how camping works, right? We're knackered. Look at Indy. Little floof all tired out. Perfect. So we're gonna go to bed, but tomorrow's gonna be such a fun day. So we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Sun's up. Good morning. Wow. Good morning. It is 6 o'clock and look at the view that we woke up to this morning. So beautiful. I had such a good sleep, so nice sleeping with the sounds of the ocean. We just went for a little walk and watched the sun come up over the sand dune and the range, and gonna chill for a little bit before we have some breakfast, and then we're gonna go on a couple of adventures, so we'll take you along. This is the realities of beach camping. So much sand in the bed. Had a bit of brekkie, packed the bed up, we're back into couch mode. It's already a little bit breezy, but I'm thinking before it gets too much windier, I might go for a little dive. We've seen some turtles cruising past and some dolphins, so I'll go and have a look, see what I can find. I'm gonna take my spear gun, so if the opportunity to get dinner comes up, I can, but we're a bit more limited to what we can go for here. I think I said yesterday, but being in the Ningaloo Marine Park here, we're not allowed to shoot cod or wrasse. So we're going for emperors, maybe a spango or perch, snapper, things like that. So yeah, gonna go for a little swim, see what we can find, take you guys on the head cam, and yeah, let's go. just got back from the dive. It was beautiful in there. The viz was so nice, so blue, but didn't catch anything. I saw quite a few spangos, but they were all pretty small. I need to check and see how big they actually need to be, but I think most of them were too little. There was maybe like 2 that looked big enough, but they were pretty hard to get close to. So I just did a little drift. It was really beautiful. Saw a moray eel, a few sharks, a couple rays. So yeah, cool dive. But the wind is definitely coming in a bit more now. So I think we are gonna pack up and go for a bit of a drive down the coast to the treasure hunting beach that I mentioned yesterday. Take Indy for a little walk along the beach, see if we can find anything cool. Last time I went there, that beach was absolutely full of discarded fishing nets and fishing gear and all sorts of stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see. That was start of this year. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it's the same today. But the sun's coming out a little bit, poking its head out through the clouds. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Gonna go for a bit of a drive. I'm gonna get dry and then go for a bit of a cruise. What do you reckon, Yindy? She's just been chilling in the Troopy while I was diving. Just chilling in her little house right there. Let's just hope we don't get bogged getting off this beach. Oh. Alright, we have arrived at the treasure hunting beach, almost. I've got Yindy on a leash because there is poison baits here. Oh my god, I do not know if you're going to be able to see them, but there's like a million tiny yellow crabs. Look at how many there are. That is wild. The good news is that the beach is so much cleaner than the last time I was here. Haven't seen any plastic yet, so we'll see how we go. These yellow crabs are so cool. There's so many of them. Looks like something else got to this little crab. His legs are by his hole. Poor little guy. This is a turtle shell buried in the sand. Looks like it's still all intact. Oh, it's like a whole turtle in there. This is one of the turtle's scutes, which are like their, sort of like the scales on their shells. Going to be collecting rubbish on this beach, I probably should have brought a bag or something to put it in, but instead it's going in my bathers, so oh well. Cleaning up the ocean, one bikini's worth full of rubbish at a time. But I feel like if you're going to find treasures on the beach, then you have to even it out by doing the ocean a solid. Plus, we want to be able to keep enjoying the oceans for the rest of our lives and the lives that come after us and all of that. So if you see rubbish, pick it up. Shouldn't be in there in the first place. So hot out there. But didn't really find any treasure. We found a bunch of rubbish and we found the turtle shell, which was pretty cool, and all the little yellow crabs. But we're gonna start heading back to the campsite now, I reckon. So look how wild this is. When we had the bushfires in Exmouth a couple weeks ago, there was also a massive bushfire down here as well. And have a look at this. There's where the fire didn't get to. There's where the fire did. It's a big old dust bowl. I'm really just taking this opportunity to have a break from the corrugations. It's so bad. This is so interesting here. So you can see on the side of the road where the fires were, it's almost creating sand dunes on the road. In any sort of sand dune, or obviously this is all just salt bush here, but all of that vegetation stabilizes the sand. So now that that's all burnt and gone, there's nothing to hold all this sand there anymore. So it's just turning the road into a sand dune. If only the shifting sand would get rid of the corrugations. But no, never ending. Wow, look how blue it is now. Woo-hoo-hoo. So nice! How good! Bloody grateful to live here. I think Indy is too. Off she goes. Turtle! Alright, we've just cooked up some dinner. Same thing as last night, leftover coral trout and some broccolini. Yum. But we're having an inside dinner tonight because it is so windy. We're getting sandblasted out there. What was my favourite part of the day? I think my favourite part of today was waking up to the sound of the ocean. I was pretty stoked about that. And going for a dive. It's cool to go for a dive somewhere different. I haven't been in the water down here before, so that was nice. Saw some little sharks and rays and turtles and lots of beautiful fish. Some massive unicorn fish, like they were huge. So yeah, that was my favourite part of the day. It's good to pick a favourite part of the day. Express some gratitude for the little things. It's a good habit. Teaches you to look for those parts of your day while they're happening. So you just end up being a more grateful human. And I think that makes you a better human. And definitely a happier one. How bloody lucky are we, hey? Alright, the sun is down, and what an epic day. Woke up to the sound of the ocean, went diving, went treasure hunting, went diving again, ate some good food, hung out with Yindy, who's doing laps around me right now. So good. We did go for a walk through the dunes, but we didn't find anything. Just all of the little spiders that we saw last night. There was no other critters. So nothing to report there. But we are gonna crawl into bed now. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is pretty windy this morning. So we've just packed up the bed. I reckon we're gonna head back towards Exmouth. The weather's meant to be pretty nice over there today, maybe in the Gulf, so might head back to Exmouth and spend the rest of my day going for a spear or a dive or something over that way. So that concludes our little camping mission, I guess. Thank you guys for coming along with me. It's pretty cool to go camping by yourself. I actually don't mind my own company, but even then, a year ago I probably wouldn't have gone for driving and being in the middle of nowhere by myself for a couple of days probably wouldn't have sounded that great to me. So yeah, just do it. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. You probably realise that your comfort zone is actually a lot bigger than you thought it was, and it feels good to get out of it sometimes. So do it. Take yourself camping. Take yourself on holiday in your own backyard, especially if your backyard looks like that. We're pretty lucky. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Ningaloo Crew. Bye! Oh, when will it end? Oh. She's bloody crunchy. That salty mess is getting in my bed. Whoa. Let's go. I wonder how all the termites go. Look how many termite mounds there are. I wonder what happens to the termites. Does anyone know what the termites do? Let us know. Pause for Yindi eating something. Yindi, come!